Hello, future toppers. Let's make maths simple, intuitive, and fun together. So, we got wholesome new problem which says if f of x equals minimum of this two function, x belongs to this. So, in the given domain, you have to consider minimum of these two functions, sin x and cos x. Then the area bounded between f of x and x axis. Okay. So first let's draw the graph, then we will proceed accordingly. So we have to draw a graph from minus pi to plus pi. So look at here. Let's draw a graph of sine function first. Okay. Now done. The graph of sine function is done. Now let's draw a graph of cos function. So it will go this way. Okay, so this is the graph of our function. Now look at this, the required part. What is required? What is relevant? What is irrelevant? We will focus on that part. So this point is minus pi. This point is plus pi. Now this point is pi by 2. Okay. And this intersection point, this, inside this point it is pi by 4. Okay. Now we have this intersection, this point. Here it intersects, you know that sine and cos intersects at 45 degree. So we will take help of horizontal axis to answer this part. So it is minus pi. You know you are going in right hand direction, means from here to here you are going. So you will be adding things. Okay. Now, so look at here what will happen. So this thing will become pi minus pi plus pi by 4. So it is minus of 3 pi by 4. I hope this thing is clear. And this thing is minus of pi by 2. So these are the points where we have to be focused on. Now we have to consider only minimum part. Okay. So look at this. What are the minimum parts? So if you observe the rule minus pi to minus 3 pi by 4, this cos part is minimum. Correct? From 3 pi by 4 to pi by 4, this function, the part of sine is minimum. Okay. Now from pi by 4 to pi by 2, this cos part is minimum. Okay. And then from pi by 2 to pi, again cos part is minimum. So you have to focus on this red part. Now we have to find out the area between f of x and x-axis. So let's draw the graph of x-axis. So this is your x-axis, and you know that the equation of x-axis will go y equal to 0. Correct? So this is the graph of our function. Now be more focused and let's try to crack down the question. So look at this. We will go with x-axis only, means we will find out the area along x-axis. So look at this, how we will proceed. So in first room, you know that, like, focus on the green part and focus on the red part. Okay. So if you will observe, the room from minus pi to minus 3 pi by 4. Who is above? Means upper curve minus lower curve. So if you'll observe, the green curve is above. Okay, so our graph is what? First is y equals to 0, second is y equal to f of x, and f of x is what? Minimum of sin x and cos x. So whatever is minimum, you will consider that part. Now, so if you'll observe, the upper is green. So what you will say? Sir, upper curve minus lower curve. So lower curve is red part. So red part in the given room is because of cos function. So you will be writing cos x dx. So this is your first part. Okay. Now look at next part, plus. So now if you'll observe, from 3 pi by 4 to 0, the green is above, red is below, and red is, like, we will find out this room, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 4, 0, then we have pi by 4, then we have pi by 2, then we have pi. Means these are the rooms in which somewhere green is above red and red is above green. So you will consider these parts. Okay. So in next part, if you'll focus, it is ranging from minus 3 pi by 4 to 0. है ना? And again, if you'll observe, the green is above. So who is green? Green is 0. So 0 minus f of x. Now in this part, the red part belongs to sine function. So sin x dx. Okay. Now move on to next room. From 0 to 45. 0 to pi by 4. So if you'll observe, who is above? The sine part is above. So upper curve sin x, lower curve 0 dx. Okay. Now focus on next room. So next room is from pi by 4 to pi by 2. Who is above? The red is above, and the red part belongs to cos function. So it is cos x minus 0 dx. Okay. Now from 90 to pi. So it is plus pi by 2 to 0. Who is that? The green is above. है ना? So you will write 0 minus, the red part belongs to what? Cos function. Cos x dx. Okay. So this way we have break down everything. Now just we have to integrate this function and substitute the limits, and then we are done with the question. Okay. So let's do it all together. Now you know that the integration of cos function is sine function. So minus is already there. 0 won't affect. Okay. So it is sine function. So sin x, and then we have minus 3 pi by 4 to minus pi, and then difference integration of sin x is cos x. The answer is in C. You know, while doing integration, if answer comes in C, we will have minus. So minus and minus will become plus. So plus, we will have cos x 0 minus 3 pi by 4 plus integration of sine is again, you know, answer is cos is in C, so we will have extra minus, so we will take that minus outside the bracket. Okay. So look at here. So you will have cos x and then pi by 4 0. Integration of cos x is sin x. So we have sin x pi by 2 pi by 4 plus, you know that integration of cos is sine. You have already minus, so let's take it outside. So sin x and then 0 pi by 2, done. Okay, now let's substitute the values. So minus, you know that sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So can I write minus of sine 3 pi by 4, and then you will put minus, and then again you will be writing sine of minus pi. So minus will come outside. It will become sine of pi. Okay. It is just time consuming, but it's okay. It's worth it. Cos 0, and you know that cos of minus theta is cos theta. So cos 3 pi by 4. Now minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus cos 0 plus sine pi by 2 minus sine pi by 4 minus sine 0 minus sine pi by 2. Okay, now just substitute the value. So we have sine of pi is 0, you know it. Okay, and 3 pi by 4 means 135. Okay, you know that in second quadrant sine is positive, so it won't affect, and it is sine pi minus pi by 4, so no change. It will become 1 by root 2, 45, sine 45. Okay, cos 0 is 1, and then we have cos pi minus pi by 4. So you know that you will fall in second quadrant. In second quadrant your question is in like question is cos, which is negative, so negative negative positive, and then pi minus 45 is what? Cos 45, and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Okay, now again you will have minus of 1 by root 2 minus of 1. Okay, cos 0 is 1. Now sine 90 is what? 1 minus 1 by root 2. Sine 0 is 0, and then sine 90 is 1. So minus 1 and minus. So it will become plus of 1. Okay. Now let's simplify things. So it will become 1 by root 2 plus 1 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1 plus 1, and then minus 1 by root 2 plus 1. Okay, so this thing and this thing gone. Okay, think we did some mistake. We got 4 plus root 2. Let's check again. This is okay. Here we are creating mistake. Cos 0 is 1, correct? Oh, by mistake it is not 3 pi by 4, it is pi by 4. Okay, so it is pi by 4. So third bracket, so it is positive 1. Okay, so it will become like negative. Okay, so this thing will neutralize this, and this will neutralize this, so we are left with 4. Sometimes it will happen, these calculation mistakes are, I told you, it is God gifted. Okay, just try to minimize. I hope The idea is clear. So see you guys in next session of MathFlix.